So wrapper classes are the classes that wraps primitive data types to object reference type. Example, if we have, for example, integer a equals 5, and what is the wrapper version for this?
Integer.
Yeah, have it integer is the wrapper class, right? Okay, and for double,
Double.
double temperature is equal to 75.7, for example, and the wrapper type is double, right? And etc. So basically, it takes this double primitive data type and converts it to wrapper class type, which is the object reference of the primitive data type. Now, how does this process happen? How does Java convert primitive to wrapper or object reference? How does this process happen? You guys know this, right? If you don't, let's go ahead and cover. In Java, auto boxing is basically converting primitive type to object reference type. Let's see, auto boxing in Java refers to automatic conversion. Let me zoom in here. In Java refers to the automatic conversion that the Java compiler makes between the primitive types such as integer, double, character, and their corresponding wrapper class objects like integer, double, character, right? So as an example, I just showed we don't have to do this in order to convert the primitive type, which is number 10, right? If I have this, I can copy paste it so that we have a reference for us to talk about. Okay, autoboxing in Java, it refers to automatic conversion of primitive type to its corresponding wrapper class type. The word autoboxing means wrapping basically, but implicitly, meaning by default Java can convert it from primitive to object reference or wrapper class type. In other words, this process is automated. We don't have to explicitly or manually convert the primitive type to its wrapper class type, just like this, right? So I don't have to do this process, for example, num equals a. I don't have to do this because this is taken care by Java. I don't necessarily have to do this process manually. Good. And then there is another term called auto unboxing, which is the opposite of it, right? Automatic conversion of object primitive type to its corresponding primitive data type. What does it mean? For example, if I have integer random has 7 in it or 70, then I don't have to necessarily random int equals random. I don't have to do this because this is part of auto unboxing. Where does it say? Huh. Unboxing example. Does it have? Auto unboxing. Auto unboxing is the process where Java compiler automatically converts a wrapper class object back to its corresponding primitive type. Same thing, correct? Auto unboxing allows Java to handle situations where a primitive type is required, but a wrapper object is present. The compiler automatically unboxes or unwraps the object, so developers don't need to manually perform the conversion. So if I have, let's see here, integer, which is a wrapper type box num, which is 100, and here I'm converting it to, it's a primitive type, which is automatic conversion, right? And here they're performing a regular mathematic addition operation. Okay, the reason we explain this, it's because each corresponding, each primitive type, give me primitive data types. Int,
Integer,
char,
byte,
what is it? Byte, is it right? Double, float, boolean. We type bool or boolean? Oh, the full word? Okay, I forgot. What else?
long,
Sure. How many we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is it 8? Okay. I'm learning something new every day. Okay, now, wrapper types for this. Integer. Oops. Oops. For this guy, character. What about byte, right? I hope so. All right, this is double. We're gonna have to do some cross-reference check here. Boolean, long. Okay. Think I could do this. Okay. Is string primitive or non-primitive? Non-primitive, right? Okay, so we don't need wrapper class for string, right? Why?
because it's already object.
It's already an object, right? Okay, so string is a class by itself, right?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Miss Claire, what is a wrapper class?
It's the classes that wraps primitive data types. Or creates
To its object reference, right? The corresponding to, I forgot to put here. Do I need two S here, like corresponding, or just one S? We need help from Benazir. All right, to its corresponding object reference type. Yeah. So that means each primitive data type should have a corresponding wrapper class, as we see it right here. Okay. Now, what is the need? Why do we need these wrapper classes? Why? For example, you remember this, right? Yep. List, integer, list equals, or numbers equal new array list. I don't need to provide here. And then I said, how do we add numbers to it? Numbers dot add 56. Okay, and then negative 87, and I can add here 0. This is correct, right? So what if I put here just int?
It's the wrong way.
It is wrong. Why? It is primitive. An array list or collections can only hold objects. Nice, very good. You guys are rocking it. Okay, so I think we're good too. Okay, another advantage of wrapper classes. I'm trying to remember if we have covered this with you. For example, is digit. New batch. Did we cover this?
Yes,
Yeah?
we covered, I think.
What is this is digit for?
This is checks if there is a if this
If
if
it's
the
a
value contains digit or not, like a Boolean value.
So
Yes.
from which class does it come? Which wrapper class does it come from?
Boolean,
Think no.
Yeah.
Oh, oi.
If the given current element is digit or not,
Boolean,
does it? No, which class does it come?
what do you mean by class?
What is this? Yes. This is a character, right? So if I have char, letter A equals A, then what I would do is and then was I passing it here? And then I would put here character dot, right? Right? Guys, come on, remind me. Is digit usage in Java? I have recently switched to TypeScript and JavaScript, and yeah, there you go. See? It comes from the character class. So we don't only need the wrapper classes to store data into the collections, but also we need it to use its methods, right? For example, integer has max value method, and that comes from the integer class, which will give you the maximum number an integer can hold. I'm sorry? Or there's minimum value, min value, comes from the integer again, right? What else? Character class is digit or what? Is letter or digit? Is digit or letter, right? I think these types of methods, and we need those. We need them a lot. So here, let's see. Oh, okay. So it takes, you see, is digit. It comes from the character class and it returns a Boolean. How do I know if it's returning Boolean? Tells me Aidana. Is digit method. What's the return type?
Boolean type true or false.
How do you know that? From given the signature right here, how can you identify what is its return type?
Because it starts from is digit, no?
Okay, one, naming. What if naming didn't give you a clue?
Because of
How-
data type,
Where?
Boolean.
This?
Yes.
What does it mean? I have no clue what it means.
Boolean means true or false only.
Basically, in the method signature, I want to underline this. Подчеркиваю. Okay? This is very important in the method signature by looking at it and understanding what is its return type. Right here, Shinara said Boolean, right? And Inje in the class also mentioned the defined return type is Boolean. And it's mentioned right here in the method signature. So you can forget about this part for now. Yeah, the public static. But right here, this means a lot. By looking at this, we know exactly, hey, this method is supposed to return Boolean, correct? So if I was to, for example, type here, void say my name, and then system.out.println Heisenberg. Who has seen this?
It's Breaking Bad.
Yes. And Mr. Heisenberg or Mr. White says, now say my name. And they say Heisenberg. Goddamn right. All right, so this is void, right? I don't have to return anything. Same thing here. Int print, oh, return sum, and int A, int B, and return A plus B. Okay, tells me Tim. Mr. Tim Cook. Just kidding. From line 5 to line 7, read this to me. What is happening here?
We created method data type int. Name
What
return
data
sum.
type in? Right here?
Yes.
What kind of data type is this? Method cannot have a
return type.
good.
int.
Return
Yes.
type is int. Okay, good.
Name return sum.
Mm-hmm.
We have two parameter list, int A, int B.
Mm-hmm.
So result sum A plus A
So I'm
plus
just
B.
returning A plus
Yeah.
B. Nice, good. Pass it to Ms. Zia. All right. Ms. Zia, line 9 to 14. What's going on here? So when you read the method name, does it tell you what it's supposed to do?
Return.
Return what?
Here on line 9.
Yeah.
This returns us integer.
Ooh,
No?
sorry.
Oh,
So what
yes.
is it returning? Sorry. Why? How do you know? Where's the microphone? Do you have the
Data type
microphone? Yeah, keep it closer. Huh. Right.
Yeah, data type is integer. You define it int.
Right here, yeah? Oh, in the beginning, yeah? Okay. The return type is integer. What is the method name?
Method name is find a special character. Are there any special characters? in
Find
the
special
string? Yeah.
character?
In
Index.
special index, char index, yeah. In string.
Find special character index, right? And what is the parameter type?
Parameter string.
String.
String, yeah.
Okay.
Then
And on
we create the on line 10 temporary variable to store the values. Oh, they are. Then we are checking checking the.
what are we doing here? What
Here
is
we are
this?
checking are they in one second. Yeah, characters, yeah.
We're looping over the string. And then what is happening here?
If Mr.char is equal to special char, we will return
What?
index, yeah, I.
Index of it, right? Good. So you see, I could put here now public static, right? And then public static integer find special char index. Look at this now. Public static boolean is digit. So if we go to character class in Java, this is how they have implemented this method. By looking at this method implementation, or the signature we call it, right? I can tell that the return type of this method is boolean. Somebody mentioned, yeah, because the name is this digit. Yes, that's also correct. So it basically takes a character and tells us if it is digit or not, right? And then there is letter or digit. How to check if letter or digit. There you go. Is letter, is digit. There should be is letter or digit method also, right? No, what happened to it? I don't see it. Okay, anyways. So there's is letter method in character class, is digit method. As you can see, look at the class name, uppercase, C, basically character. And it matches with what we see here. So I could put here and check if this A is digit or not. What is it going to return right now?
Boolean.
Huh?
Boolean.
True or false?
True, false.
True or false?
Each character is, it depends on code, maybe.
What am I passing here?
I.
False to return.
So it returns false, right? What about now? True. What about this? False.
False.
What now? Good. So wrapper classes have more meaning than just wrapping the primitive type to its object reference, right? It helps us with data conversions or checking, using its methods and stuff like that. Okay, now where did we come here from? To explain you that the array list only stores wrapper classes, meaning object types, right? The collection of objects. And here's the thing, array list can store duplicate elements, right? So right now, inside this array list, what do I have? 56, -87, 0. Yeah. And what happens if I do this? It works just fine, no complaints, right? See? We can store all these elements. And these are, I think like this, yeah. See, I have 356, right? And I could add one more 0 and etc. So auto boxing and auto unboxing is a process in Java where compiler or Java JDK converts the primitive type to its corresponding wrapper class type, which is the object, or converts from object to its primitive type. And this is automated process. We don't have to manually or explicitly convert them. Good. Now, today we're going to cover something interesting. As you can see, array list or list, it is an interface within the collection interface. Collection is a huge interface. It's like hierarchy, yeah? Your grandpa first, and then your father, and then you, and then your kids, right? It goes through hierarchy, right? Or like CEO of the company, and then he has under CEO, there are like vice presidents or managers, right? Software manager, marketing manager, sales manager, HR manager, blah, blah, blah, many managers. And each manager has leads maybe, right? Under software manager, there's a database lead, cloud lead, QA lead, right? Or each can have their own managers too. And just hierarchy goes that way. Now, list is part of collections interface. From the hierarchy, there's collections, and then we'll talk about it in just a second. Basically, array list is improved version of, array list is a class which implements the list interface. New batch, don't worry about interfaces. We will cover them soon. You will understand. Array list is basically, it's an array. Yeah, if you look at this right here, you say, hey, I'm an array, but list type. I'm implementing the list interface, meaning I'm flexible. You can store data and you don't have to specify the size. But array list also has a default size. If I create it like this, what is the default size? 10. So if I reach 10, what happens? 10 more. So it becomes 20. If I reach 20, then it extends the memory and it becomes 30. Each time it will keep adding to its memory. Basically, array list has array behind the scene, right? It just keeps creating new array with the size 10 each time when you create new array list without specifying the size. All right, collections in Java. So you have already started with array list or list. It is part of collections in Java. Collection, as I mentioned, it's just a list of group of elements, right? Collection interface. It is the root interface in the collection hierarchy. Hierarchy means your grandpa, your grandpa, your father, and then you, and then your kids, like that hierarchy, right? A collection represents a group of objects known as its elements, like collection of tables here, yeah, collection of students here, group. Some collections allow duplicate elements and some other ones, they don't allow duplicate elements. Array list allows duplicate elements. Linked list allows duplicate elements, although linked list can be customized. And some of the collections are ordered and some are not ordered, which is unordered. So collection interface, this is the hierarchy that I was mentioning about. So on top, there's collection interface. And under collection, we have set, list, queue, the queue. These are the interfaces that extend the collection interface. And then there's sorted set under set. Now, just understand this picture right now, meaning like remember this picture. So collection stays on top. And underneath it has set, list, queue, the queue. Set is an interface itself. And set interface is implemented by 3 different classes: hash set, linked hash set, and tree set. And list, what you have already covered, has 2 implementations with array list and linked list. Array list, you have already covered it, yeah, which allows objects to be stored in array list, and it can allow duplicate elements. But linked list, it is a different type of very respected type of collection in Java or in any programming language, because linked list can be customized. You can customize in any way you want. You can have singly linked list, doubly linked list, circular, which is right. You can store duplicate elements. You can implement indexing. You can implement your custom methods, adding, removing, and etc. Let me not give you too much headache with this. We will also, if we have time, we'll cover this. But this is the data type, which is asked at big tech companies such as Google, Microsoft, Facebook. Those big companies, they ask questions around mostly linked list. Queue, the queue, we don't use them. We don't need them in our job. So today we're going to be focusing on, since you have already covered the array list, we're going to be focusing on set interface and its 3 different implementations: the hash set, linked hash set, and tree set. Okay, it looks like people are bored a little bit. Okay, collection interface. Collections, man, we're gonna be using collections all the time. Array list, set, map. All this stuff is fun. Okay, let me see. Oh, I'm gonna turn off the video because in the recording it messes up the coverage of the page. And hide floating meeting controls. Take this guy. Okay, so collections have methods, and you have seen one looks very familiar to you guys, probably the first guy right here, right? Boolean adds the specified element to the collection, returns true if the collection was modified as a result of the operation. Okay, let's take a look at it. So we're talking about today collections. And collections practice. Within the collections practice, we're gonna try with a very unique. All right, so list, and inside list, I'm gonna have string names equal new array list, and names. Okay, Boolean is added equals names. Oops, names dot add. Oops, add. And we're gonna add the name Mary. Andrew Tate. No, just kidding. Right. Have you seen the code like this before? Meaning you guys didn't try like this, right?
No, like there was no list. We used array list.
I can do it too. Do you have a problem now, Aidana?
No, like this we used before, like to do.
Yeah. So why have I created this first one?
To check if there is in the array list has been added. Mary has been added, if it's true or not.
Okay. Let's see. System out print ln was Mary added to the list successfully, and is Mary added. Let's run this code. See what happens. Yay, it says true. Was Mary added to the list successfully? True. Added. All right, then let's go ahead and print out. Mary was added to list at index 0. Okay, now how do I get Mary from this names list?
In the get I index. Names dot get I.
Get I,
Mary, it's the first element and the index 0.
Good, very good. So there we go. All right. Mary was Mary added to the list successfully? True. Name at index 0 is Mary. Nice. So the reason I'm showing you this is because of the first method in the collections. Yeah, it says add method returns a Boolean type. Basically, it tells us add the specified element to the collection, and it returns true if the collection was modified as a result of the operation. Was the collection modified? Was the collection changed? Was the collection updated because of this add method? Now we're going to add Jumagul. Is Jumagul added? Jumagul. Jumagul, what's happening here? Tell me line 15. You are adding my name to the names list. What's happening here? Guliza, get ready. You're gonna help.
Boolean names Jumagul added name set.
Okay, read this for me, and let's see if we can understand this. What does it say?
Boolean adds the specified element to the collection.
Okay,
Returns
what does it do?
specified
It adds
the specified element to the collection.
the specified element to the collection, right?
It's
In this case, what is our collection name?
Jumagul.
No, collection name. Names
Names.
is our collection name.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm using the add method. See, names collection, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dot add Jumagul. And here it says adds the specified element to the collection. So we are adding your name to the collection list, right?
Mm-hmm.
Names. We're adding your name into that collections list. And then it returns true if the collection was modified as a result of the operation. So the names only had 4 elements in it. Mary, Jessica, Jameson, Andrew. And now we added Jumagul. So the collection, which is names,
Mm-hmm.
got modified. İzmenilsa. İzmenilsa, huh? Yes. Why? Because now we added new name. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like I had $4 and now I have $5.
Mm-hmm.
My pocket got modified. So names collection got modified because now we have a new element in there called Jumagul. If collection gets modified as a result of this method, then it returns true. Yeah. If the collection gets modified as a result of this operation with the help of method add, then we return true. If it doesn't, then we return false. How can I return false? Here, how can I return false? I don't have to return false right now. We're gonna see it in the set. Okay. Guliza, tell me what's going on this line, line 15.
So add specified to the collections
Add method.
method
Uh-huh.
to the
Adds
collections.
Adds the specified element to the
Specified
collection.
element to the
Specified
collection.
means whatever I'm passing here, right?
Yeah.
See, I'm passing Jumagul as a parameter or like argument. And now it's going to take Jumagul and put inside the names collection, yeah? So now I added Jumagul in there. And it returns what?
If returns true,
If it returns true if
if modified to the
collection gets affected, right? Or
Yeah.
changed
yeah.
or modified or edited or updated. Yeah? If we make any changes to the names because of this method add, then it returns true. So hey, I added Jumagul into the collection. So I'm gonna return true. I was able to successfully add her name into the names list. Good. Any questions? Question?
Why are we using a boolean next to the A?
Because it says whenever you are adding any element to collections, why it's collections? Because look, array list, which is part of list, and list implements collection interface. Therefore, it has the method add, and this method add adds elements to the collection, right? I'm adding something. Like if I say, hey, we have a new student, I bring in that new student, sits in that last chair. So I added new student to the class, right? So basically, with the help of add method, we add new elements to the collection. Since list, yeah, is part of collection interface, then list interface also has add method. And whenever I add element to the collection, it returns whether it was successful or not. Meaning, if list gets changed when I add new element, then it returns me true. Sometimes it returns false. We will see that today, when it can return false.
Yeah. Could you open the,
Microphone.
no, no, no.
Open what?
Yeah. Could you open the?
Code?
Thank you, Jumagul. Missed.
Code?
Yeah. Please, could you open the code and what if in the what if we will use a string? I mean in a not
Here?
Boolean. Yeah.
We cannot, right? Because look, it says it returns Boolean. Remember I was showing examples here, right? I said right here.
I
Yeah.
just missed.
So int. If the method has a return type integer, then it will only return integer. And add method return type is Boolean. So whatever that gets returned by as a result of add method can only be stored in a Boolean because it returns Boolean only. Watch. See, it complains. And if I hover over, it says, hey, expected return type is Boolean, but you are requiring me to return string. I don't do that.
For
So-
example, what if we will just delete the name Andrew? I mean, on the names add on the 14th line, yeah, on the last.
I can
No.
remove this. I don't-
No,
Oh,
I'm
by the
not
way,
asking-
yeah, I don't have to store them. Yeah, you know, like I'm just showing you as an example because of the methods implementation add.
Hmm.
See, I don't need to. I can remove these. I don't have to add them. See, it will still add them. Especially with array list, I don't have to worry about this because array list can store duplicate elements. So there's no case where the element cannot be added. All element cannot be added in this kind of situations, but the Java compiler can catch this, yeah? So for example, if I say 78, okay? So this will return false, but at the same time, it will already not compile because it says, hey, required type is string, but you are passing me integer. I cannot work with it. What about now? Yeah, it's allowed. Oops. I can keep it here.
Thank you.
I think it's making really good sense to the first batch, yeah?
Yeah, Miss Inch also she has some questions. No, you no?
All right, now, if no questions online, anybody has questions? Gulkhair, no questions?
No questions?
You understand it?
Yes.
So add method, what does it return?
In this specific code, you mean?
Yes.
It returns a Boolean data type, which is true or false. True, in this case, true.
Good. Benazir,
Yes.
any questions?
No.
Tell me what's happening here on line 16. Quickly.
On line 16, we added a new, how can I say?
Element.
New element, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Magul, and
We are saving, right? What's returned by add method into the
into the-
isjmagul edit. Right?
yes.
All right. Thank you. Okay, online, I think no questions. Let's continue with our next. So then we have another method called clear. It removes all elements from the collection. All right. So let me go ahead and first of all print the list of names. Names. And if I run this, it should print all the names for me. Yeah, there you go. We also have a null because null is allowed in the array list. All right. We printed all the names. And next it says clear method, which is implemented by all collections interface implementations. And the return type is void, which basically removes all elements from the collection. All right, let's see. Names dot clear. And now list of names after deleting them. Okay, let's go ahead and run it. And as you can see, now it is empty. No names in there, right? It's all empty. See? Removing all elements from the list. Good. I will send this code in the Slack too. Okay, and then we have, and I will also put this presentation into the Slack. And then we have contains. Ooh, contains. Returns true if the collection contains the specified element. So after clearing, I can add more elements to this names collection now. Names dot add, and we're going to add Benazir. Okay, and we're also going to add here Elnura. All right. List of new names. Let's run. Okay, now after clearing and adding new names, right? Below, after, okay. After clearing all elements, we are adding new names to the list. Okay, as you can see here in the result, now we have Benazir and Elnura. And now I can check contains. Using the contains method, I can check whether this collection contains the specific element or not. And it returns Boolean true or false. If the specified element exists in the collection, then it returns true. If it doesn't, then false. All right, let's check if Inja's name is in the list. has inje. Names that contains inje. All right, let's see. Does the list contain inje? Has inje. Let's see. It returns what? False. Let's see. Yep, there you go. Inje is not in the list. Okay. And now let's go ahead and add inje. Yeah, names dot add inje. All right. And does the list contain inje now? Let's see. Names that contains inje. Now it should return true, right? There we go. See, initially contains method for when I pass the inje's name, it returned false here, right? Does the list contain inje? As inje, it returned us false because we did not add inje into the list yet. And after we add her name, and now I say, does the list contain inje now? And I'm checking names that contains inje, and this time it's returning true. Any questions on this? Miss Zia?
I have a question.
Yeah?
Boolean has inj equal names contains inj. What we declare Boolean has inj, if we can declare just names contains inj, if the output will be same.
Yes.
True or false?
Short question.
Yeah. So contains returns us Boolean, right? So here, I am just saving the result or outcome of this contains method into the Boolean. I just wanted to show you that contains method returns a Boolean. Since it returns a Boolean, I can store it into the Boolean, right? Variable. But if I use that here again, what will happen? Like has inje here. Instead of names that contains, I just put has inje. What will it return? It will return false. Why?
Take that has a variable.
Yeah. Whatever that was stored initially, right? How about now? Wait. And then, wait. So look what's happening here on line 32. And now I'm gonna check has inje. Return true or false now?
Oh. True.
Why? I'm sorry?
Right.
Why?
Name said you just commented. It means
Well, names contains inj. So.
What about now?
True.
Look, has inje was declared here and initialized here, right? Is it false or true here? This is false here, right? What about here?
True.
So we basically are checking again and then reassigning the outcome to has inj, right? I can reassign. So since it's reassigned now, it returns true because we have already added inj here on the line above. There we go. Cool, good. You guys are catching up fast. I like that. If no more questions, we're gonna move on. Margot?
can we take a break, please?
Why, man? You don't need break. Java is fun. Why-
Yeah, it's
Alright.
very.
Too much information? Okay.
much.
All right, see you
But are
guys.
agree with me?
Recording. Now we have covered add, clear, contains. For the rest, I'm not even gonna show examples right now. Basically, contains all. It's another method which takes another collection as an argument, and it returns true if the collection contains all elements from the specified collection. Meaning, if we use this to compare two different collections to check if they contain the same elements or not. And then there's isEmpty method. It also returns Boolean true if the collection contains no elements, meaning if the collection is empty, right? Is empty. Remove, it removes the specified element from the collection. It removes a single instance of the specified element from the collection if it is present only. Returns true if the collection was modified. So remove, we have right now El Nura and Benazir in the collection that we have, right? Let me, okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove Boolean is Benazir removed. Names dot remove Benazir. Println has Benazir been removed from the list. It should return true or false?
True.
Good. Yes. Because we removed Benazir. Now, what about Boolean is Aidana removed. Names that remove Aidana. Has Aidana been removed from the list?
False.
Because?
Because there was no Aidana in the list.
Good. Exactly. Perfect. So remove. Yes.
Is empty.
Hmm.
So, is there any situation when the elements unvisible to use this method? Is there
No.
why we use is empty? Is any situation with unvisible elements?
No. Is empty is just to check if the collection is empty. Is the list empty or not? Does it contain any elements in it or not? When can we use it? Like there could be a lot of situations in real life scenarios, like at work. Let's say you are storing, I don't know, you get some data. Let's say you work for stock exchange company, right? Such as, what are some stock exchange companies? Robinhood, NASDAQ, right? Like a lot of stock exchanging companies. And your job is to make sure that, you know, whenever you get new stock prices, you consume them and you store them in the array list. And then you check each one of them to validate, hey, do we have the Apple stock and is it this price? Do we have the Tesla stock? Is it this price? Do we have the Yahoo stock? Is it this price? While you're checking, you validate it, and after 1 minute, you have to flush it out. Flush means remove everything, right? Clean all the data and do it again. You have to now pull the new stock price. After 1 minute, it might change, right? Every second it might change. So after 1 minute, you pull the data again, you check to make sure it passes, and then you flush it out. After 1 minute, you keep pulling. So every time you have to clear all the information about these stock exchanges. And you store them every time on an array list. And now, before you run your test cases, you can say, hey, is the array list empty? So I can pull the new data, right? So you can run that is empty method in the beginning.
Easy way to check. And
Yeah. Otherwise, how do you check? You know, another way to check is like to check if the first index element, what is in there, right?
again, it's possible, but it's an easy way, right?
Yeah. Is empty is the easy implementation of checking if the array list or collection is empty or not. Good question. Very good question, my guy. We did remove is empty and size returns the number of elements in the collection. Right? We know that. I don't think I have to show you that, right? So right now I want to, for example, loop over this array list and print out all the names. Right now, I don't know. I removed some names, I added some names, it's got mixed up. So for int I equals 0, I is less than names dot size, yeah? So with array, we use length. With string, we use length method. With array list, we use size. Good. You guys you already know this stuff, I think. Name at index I plus is name dot get I. Oh, names, sorry. So now we used size also, right? All right, so we have only 2 names in there, Elnura and Inja. Good. Okay, so that covers our array list and the methods of collections. So today we're going to talk about set interface. In Java, set interface is part of the Java util package, which is collections, and it also represents a collection of unique elements this time. Array list, you can have multiple same names, multiple same numbers. But the difference, set interface, it's a collection which does not allow duplicate elements. Set cannot contain duplicate elements, and it provides methods to work with sets in a mathematical sense, like union, intersection, and subset. I don't know what that means, but all you have to know is that set does not allow any duplicate elements. What does it mean? Cannot repeat. Same element cannot exist twice. Each element can only exist once. Only unique elements are allowed. Guliza, what does unique mean? What does unique mean?
Необычный.
Only one, right?
Repeatable.
Yes, non-repeatable, no duplicate, no another copy. All right, so this is a set. Oh, the train. As you can see, each wagon is unique. Nothing matches one another, yeah? All right, good. I like this. I really like this presentation, actually. Okay, set implementations. So there are 3 types of implementations for set interface. First one is hash set. Second one is linked hash set. Third one is tree set. But most of the time in real work environments use hash set. Most of the time. What's the difference? So the hash set, there's no guarantee in the order for elements. Hey, that red wagon came first, the yellow wagon came second. Green one came third. It doesn't care. It just mixes them up. It's like you guys don't have your own seat. Every time you come in, you sit in different places. Yeah, no order. It's not like Jumagul always sits there. She can sit here tomorrow. She can sit there tomorrow, right? Mixed. It's not like you are always first in tennis. I can win you tomorrow. Joe can win you tomorrow, right? All right, so no guarantee in the order of the elements. And you can have null elements inside the set. Null element or null elements? That I don't know, guys. We need to check.
If there's elements, it will be duplication of null. That's why it can be null element. Yeah,
It allows null elements.
but it will be duplication. If there is two null, it will be duplication. Three null.
Will it be? Will it be?
Or no?
Each null is unique or no? Really? Let's check.
You mean comments now?
I don't know. But null
But
is
it's
non-existent. Yeah, it doesn't exist. So each null is unique. It cannot be copy of each other, right? Maybe, I don't know. Let's check. It's interesting. Set. The second implementation is linked hash set. Okay, this is a little different one now. Why? Because it maintains the insertion order. So it's like which one came first will always remain at that spot. Second will always keep its second spot. Third, it never changes. It keeps its insertion order. Yeah. So whoever comes into the class first gets that seat, second gets that, like insertion order. And elements are retrieved in the order they were inserted. We retrieve the elements in the order they were inserted. Like first element will get out first, second element will get out second, third will third. And then the third implementation is the tree set, which has the sort, the elements are sorted in the alphabetical natural order, right? In an ascending order. Alphabetically or natural or ascending means growing 1, 2, 3, 4, right? The order matters. And it does not allow null elements. Doesn't allow null elements. Okay, so how do we add elements to the set? Now, you know, array list or linked list, it allows duplicate elements. So you can put all bananas into the same basket, right? This is array list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bananas we have inside this array list, right? So this is essentially doing
It didn't allow the duplication element, just one null. I checked it.
really? So it means null element allows null element, not elements. Yeah. Okay, good. Thank you. Oh, it's also unique apparently. Yeah. Fruits that add banana. So I added 6 bananas to this fruits array list. And that's exactly what's happening here. I have 6 bananas. And duplicates allowed, that's fine. But here, this is a set collection. I can have banana, pineapple, apple, I think, or peach, apple, grapes. But I cannot add more pineapple because pineapple is already here. Yeah, Duplicates not allowed. I think this is a good picture, yeah?
Yes, I like the face of pineapple.
Yeah, this pineapple is
He's
so
crying.
sad. All right, so that means it's this right here. Where was, okay, sorry about that. Set and string fruit set equals new hash set. Right. Fruit set dot add. So we had banana. We had what else? Yep. Yeah, pineapple, grape, grapes, and apple. So all of these will return true. Okay, because each of them are unique right now. And this guy right here, this is what we are trying to do. We already have banana, pineapple, apple, grape, and now we're trying to add pineapple again. Meaning this right here, and it is going to return false. Meaning we cannot add it anymore, right? And that's it. This is the whole thing that you have to understand about sets. Let's see. Don't worry, I'll upload all of these notes, okay? And also the presentation. Okay, now set collection practice class. All right. There we go. It says contents of collection process are updated but never queried. Oh, that's fine. See, first of all, let's print out the elements of this set. Fruit set. Okay, let's go ahead and run. See, we only have one time pineapple, even though I added it 2 times, right? Because watch, here, add banana 1, and this is gonna be, oops, Boolean, add banana 2. Okay, let's see. Banana adding first time. Can I guess. True or false? Add banana 1. Adding banana second time. Can I add banana 2? If I run it, as you can see, it's returning. First time it says true, right? Adding banana the first time because it doesn't exist in this set yet. And second time, I'm trying to, oh no, banana, pineapple. Let's change to pineapple here, and this is gonna be banana. Banana. All right. So the first time when I add banana, it's successful. It's true. The second time it's false because it already exists in our set collection. I cannot add it twice. Okay. Now it is your turn to create set using hash set, color list, color set, colors. Okay? I want you at least add 5 different colors. So the task is create a set of colors. What is the data type, do you think, for colors? String. All right. I give you 5 minutes. Or
Sorry, can you show?
it was talking about being able to add null. All right. Oops. Boolean is null. Edit 1 equals fruit set dot add null. Okay. And we're gonna edit 2 times is null edit 2 to check if null can be added twice or not. Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and print out. Was first null edit is null edit 1 was second null edit is null edit 2. Let's check. All right, null only can be added once to hash set. So we just confirmed what Inge already told us. All right. The second we're gonna test is the, oh, not test, we're gonna do practice with, let me go ahead and create the class here. Set collection class 2. PSVM. Okay. Set, and this time I'm gonna use integers and numbers. Number set. I'm gonna say new linked hash set. And linked hash set keeps the order of what? Insertion order? Linked hash set, insertion order, right?
Yes.
Okay. Linked hash set keeps the element in the inserted or added order. Okay, let's go ahead and number set dot add, and to keep it randomized, 872. All right, 54, 0, and 346. Okay, if I print out the number set, I should see the same order that they are inserted in. There we go. So the first one is 872, which was added first, right? The second is 54, 0, 346. And let's go ahead and try to add 0 one more time. All right, what happened? The second 0 was not successful. Okay, true for this, false for this guy. So the first 0 was added successfully, the second one failed. Because even though the linked hash set keeps the order of insertion, still doesn't allow duplicate elements. Now, here comes the question. I want to filter out the numbers which are bigger than 100 from this linked hash set. How can we do that? So, print out numbers which are bigger than 100. Let's do so. Or in order to loop over the collections, we can use enhanced for loop. And I think you covered it with Joe or not? Yeah? Enhanced for loop, right? For each loop, right? Okay. So integer number from number set. How do I check if the given current element is bigger than 100?
If statement,
Yeah, if element bigger than 100, that's it, right? Then I just print out the number or element. Very straightforward. Good. So 1, 2. Now your task add years to the linked hash set. Oh, create a linked hash set with years, at least 5 elements, and print out even years. This is your task. So example, I have, oops. I want to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 1786 and 1992. These are the expected output of that. Let me also drop this in the Slack channel. Another 5 more minutes. So the next one is going to be very similar, tree set. The only difference is the values or the elements which are stored in this collection type or set is going to be ordered in the natural or ascending order. Yeah. Let's start with strings first, and schools equal new hash set, and we can say schools dot add Harvard.
Is it tree set or hash set?
Oh, tree set, sorry. Tree set. Yes. Cambridge. Outsa. And Stanford. All right. Let's go ahead and schools sorted schools, and let's see. So what should we see first from the schools right here?
Cambridge. If you say
Harvard?
outside.
Three set.
Outside.
Sorts elements in ascending natural order, right? Oops, not sortes, that's sorts. So yeah, we should see AUSA, AUCA. Oh, let's put ACLA. And there we go. ACLA was which school? I remember this seeing somewhere. ACLA. All City Leadership School. Oh no, not ACLA, UCLA. Yeah, University of California, Los Angeles, right? In Los Angeles. Well, anyways, we're gonna change this to Yale. All right. So now, new order, we should see Cambridge first, Harvard second, Stanford third, Yale last. Let's see. Yep. So as you can see, we added Harvard first, but Harvard is printing out second. Cambridge second, but it's printing out first. Stanford was last, but it's printing out third. Why? Because it's alphabetically ordering them, looking at the first letters, right? Starting with Cambridge, and then Harvard, and then Stanford, and then Yale. Good.
So it only helps to sort the elements, right? Or the array.
Yes. Correct.
So, okay. We could use other methods, no? Or we should use this one?
What do you mean?
I mean, there are like special methods, no? Like in array list. that
For
we can-
sorting? Yeah. Yeah. Collections that sort. Yeah. For array list to be sorted.
Yeah.
But this is set. Set is also a collection by itself. Yeah. Set is an interface, but tree set is the implementation of this set collection. So tree set already has this built-in feature or functionality where it sorts the elements in the natural or ascending order by default right away.
Mhm.
Sounds good?
Yeah.
Okay, now what happens if I try to add Cambridge one more time, you know? I will still see Cambridge only once, yeah? Because since this is implementation of set collection and set never allows duplicate elements, therefore, even though we add Cambridge twice, but we only see it one time here. So this one is a false. So unsuccessful, right? This guy is true, meaning successful. Successfully added. Unsuccessful operation. Operation failed. Mission impossible. Okay. Now we are going to talk about the one of the most important interfaces in Java. It's called map. First, before we get there, let's do one more example with the collections practice. So here I have array list, and Let's
Map
do
is
this.
one of the type of collection, right?
Yes. No, it's not part of the collections. Map is a separate interface.
Not collection.
It's not in the collections hierarchy. It has its own hierarchy. Convert array list to set. Let's look at this guy first. There's add all method, which we could use earlier in our presentation, right here. Contains, wait, what? Where's add all? Okay. So let's say I have this array list of double temperature list, new array list, arrays. I can do arrays dot as list, and I can have the American temperatures, right? 78.9, 67.5, 88.4, and 45 point, I don't know, 3. Okay. I could also just bring it up here. Bring it up here. We know this one, right? Adding elements at once. Okay, now we could also do this. Set, oops. Now, come on, set double temperature set equals new hash set, and in here I'm gonna put temperature list. Let's print out the temperature list first. Temp list and temperature list. Same here, but now this time, oops, Command Z, we're gonna print out the temp set and temp set. Let's run this. There you go. As you can see, in the array list, we have the order remained, right? But in the hash set, as you can see, it's mixed. There's no order. So if I want to see it ordered, what do I need to do here? Linked hash set, right? In the insertion order. Now if I run, they should match. See? It keeps the insertion order. This is linked hash set. But now here's the thing. If I have 67.5 here again, you see, I have 67.5, 67.5. What will happen now? Do you guys think? Is it visible to you all?
Yeah, it
No?
will not print, I think, the last, because it's duplicate.
This one, right? The
Yeah.
last one. Any other versions? Because look, there's 67.5 here and here. Which one will it take as the insertion order? It'll take this one or the second one?
First one.
First one, yeah? Okay. Good. And it eliminates the second instance. It only keeps one instance of it, right? Keeps them unique. Good. Okay, so we're gonna talk about maps. In the presentation, here you go. It says map, and it has its own hierarchy, meaning map is an interface itself. It's a unique collection by itself. Map interface. According to the documentation here, nope, not this one. Oracle's okay, map, it's an object that maps keys to values. Map cannot contain duplicate keys. Each key can map to at most one value. Ooh, this is very interesting part. Map cannot contain duplicate keys. What does it remind us? Set, right? Map keys are set. The value can be anything, but it can only connect with one set. I mean, one key value. Sorry. Draw.io was it? Discard. Yes. Discard. Yes. Decide later. Okay. So with maps, yeah, there's a key. I can delete this one. Okay. And then the value, I want to put database type, but I don't want because it might confuse you guys, you know. Yeah, it's gonna confuse you guys. I don't wanna put it- Okay, that's fine. So let's just put the values here. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and why is it not matching? Because okay, it matched now, right? Okay. This is my key, yeah. How do I search? How do I search for key? Key. That's fine. These are values. And this side is my keys. Okay. So map is a collection. Let me delete this. Theory. And this is values. How can I make it bigger? Yes. Keys. Number 6. Yes. Okay. Each key will map to exactly one value. Okay. It's like imagine your social security is mapping to only one person, right? Same thing. License plate on the cars can only map to one car. Phone number, right? Can only map to one phone. A phone number is unique. You cannot have duplicate phone numbers. Same thing here. So now what I can do here is, for example, for key, I can put social security 1, 2, 3, 4, and this belongs to wait. Where's my William? How do I enter the text again? Oh, I gotta use this, sorry. Text, and here it's gonna be William Nelson. Okay, this is the social security number, for example, like this. I think this should be opposite, something like this, yes. Okay, and George Clooney. This is actor name, George Clooney, yeah? Will Smith. And guess what last one is?
P. Diddy.
He did it? Oh man, he's just everywhere right now, huh? I heard he got into some bad stuff. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this is what map is. Let me select, oops. Let me select all. See if I can move them all down. Okay. Map collection. There we go. Basically, I want you to remember this picture here. Map is a collection of key value pairs. Okay, it'll exactly map to one value each key. And the keys have to be unique. There cannot be any duplicate keys. All good? And again, map also has 3 different implementations, and they are called what were they called? Hash map, tree map, and linked hash map, yeah? So map also has 3 different implementations. Map, we have map, oops. Map. And this one is hash map. Linked hash map and tree map. What do you guys think the differences are? What does it look like? It's very similar to set, right? Okay, so map is also very similar to set. Map is an interface itself, and it has 3 different implementations. First one being hash map, second one being linked hash map, third one is tree map. Now, the differences are just like in set, we have orders, right? Insertion order and natural order, meaning sorted. So in map also, hash map, there is no order for the elements. Like you cannot predict, yeah, which element is gonna be stored where exactly, but we retrieve or take the elements out of maps using the keys. We're gonna see the examples. Linked hash map is going to keep the insertion order. Tree map is going to keep natural order for the elements, like sort them in the natural order. How does the implementation for maps look like in coding? All right. Let me create a new package here. Map collection, map interface. All right, map interface, then map. Oh, good. Let's do this. Maybe we can start with the schools and the number of students each school has. What do you think? Good. So map has key value, yeah? Each map has a key value. So the key is going to be school name, which is string data type, which is the string object. The value is going to be the, let's say, year it was built, okay? Integer. School and years. And new hash map. I'm going to use the hash map implementation. Also, it's importing, as you can see, map and hash map separately from Java utilities package. We can either import them like this separately, or we can simply import them all at once java.util.wildcard star, which is all. It doesn't complain now. Okay. Now I want Joe, your task is to find out when Harvard was built. Harvard. Joe. Okay. Tim, your task is to find out when Yale was built. Okay. Online, Benazir, your task is to find out when Stanford was built. And Chinara, your task is to find out when Princeton was built.
She is not here, Chinara.
Oh, she's not here? Okay, Gulkhair, you then. Thank you for volunteering.
Okay.
Okay, and now we're gonna have Benazir already, and Jumagul, your task is to find out when Columbia University was built, okay?
I have a answer.
Wait,
1636.
Harvard?
Yeah.
All right, so Harvard is 1636. Yale? Okay, Stanford, Benazir?
1891.
Thank you. Princeton, Khair?
1746.
Thank you. Jumagul, Columbia? Columbia University was 1947?
Yeah.
Columbia University, right? In New York?
Not Bishkek.
Tim? Yale was built in 1701?
It's Columbia's 1754.
Wow. Whoo, man. Harvard is the oldest, yeah? 1636. Wow. Okay, cool. All right, schools and years. So this is what we're gonna do now. We're gonna put in our database saying in our map for each university and the year they were built. How do we add elements to map? All right. So map collection is map collection stores elements or entries in key value pairs. Each key must be unique each key can only be associated to one value. One value, it has a different meaning. Doesn't necessarily mean it can only work with, one value, meaning like here in this case, integer, it can only be one, right? School can be built only one time, right? So, but then we have, you can say, phone brands and models, for example, yeah? Like phone brands, Apple, Samsung, Sony, OnePlus One, right? Like there are different brands of the phone makers. But each phone maker have different models. Apple, iPhone SE, iPhone 13, 13 Pro. What do you have? 12 or 11, right? Just kidding. And then, for example, Joe has OnePlus One something. And yeah. So see, each brand has so many different models. So the brand can be key. Apple phones for example, is the key. But then so many models, we can save that, right? So here, I don't want you to confuse yourself, but just in a logical sense, please understand that each key can pair with only one value. Okay? Another thing, allows one null key. Okay? All right. And how do we put elements inside? Put returns, I think, Boolean, right? Boolean put method. It takes key and value, adds element to the map by pairing the key with value and returns true if successful. How do we put elements into the map? We use put keyword. I mean the method. All right, let's go ahead and schools and years dot put Harvard is the key. Oh, wait. Put, not put all. So Harvard is the key and the value is 1636. You see how it's stored? Map is going to be your bread and butter. You're going to use map all the time. And then comes Yale. School and years dot put, not put all, put Yale University or college 1701. Wow, these schools are old. And then comes Stanford. Stanford was built in 1891. School and years dot put Princeton was built in 1746. Then we got Columbia University. Columbia University was built in 1754. Maybe they should have named this Columbus, not Columbia, right? Columbia University, University of Columbia. I think there's too many Columbia names for schools. Okay, well, let's go ahead and remove this stuff.
Excuse me, can I ask,
Yes.
can we add the three values inside the parameter list?
3 values. What do you mean by that?
Cambridge, year, and something else.
Where's Cambridge? Did we have
Oh.
Cambridge? Or yeah, Stanford? No. Yeah, key value. That's it. Remote TV. That's it. Cap bottle. That's it. Like it always comes with pairs. Now, how do I get the values out of map? Right? I think the return type is gonna be E. for get method, and it takes the data type of the key of value and k. And this should be value. It returns the value. Let's see, how does the documentation refers to it as key. Okay, get method. Get. Method names here. Okay, yeah. So this is the return type and key. Good. I can just steal this from here. I don't have to type it. So returns the value to which the specified key is mapped. Basically returns the value for the key that we are searching. And null if this map contains no mapping for this key. So if I want to see when Harvard was built, I just need to search for Harvard and it will give me the year for it. How do I do that? For example, system out print ln, and I can just do map for school and years dot get and Harvard, right? So now if I run this, it should give me 1636, right? So Tim, how can I get the year when Princeton was built?
Copy paste to the two line and change Harvard for Princeton.
Too smart, man. Thank you. Yes. Yes, sir. That's correct. Joe, what do you think? How can I get the year when Columbia University was built?
The copy paste.
And just change to copy paste it and change to Columbia University, right? Okay, let's do that. Columbia University. All right, let's see what year is it gonna show. It's showing null.
Because the capital letter. University.
So that means its keys are key unique, case sensitive, right? We have to make sure the cases, uppercase, lowercase, everything match. Exactly. Good. Good catch. All right. So your task for next class is to cover map. Okay. Understand it as much as you can about maps. What is a hash map? If you understand the hash map, don't even worry about linked hash map or tree map. Just understand how hash map works. It always stores things in key value pair. Okay? So that's all you have to understand. There's so many other ways of implementing hash map. I'm just gonna give a quick example here. For example, map can store key as a string, but the value as an array list. The value can be an array. value can be a map. Map can be linked to another map. Map key can be linked to, paired with another map. Yeah. So if I'll just show you a quick example here. String. And this is gonna be, for example, a social security number. And the value can be map with string and string. Address book, new hash map, boom. So here I'm going to create a map, string, person address equals, yeah, person address equals new hash map, and now person address dot put not person address, Joe address data, Joe address, yeah, Joe address data, put street name equals Washington Street, street number 123, city New York. Yep. Now all right, not Joe, this one's gonna be El Nura address, street name is gonna be St. Peter Street, street number is gonna be 901, city is gonna be Los Angeles, and then this one is going to be Guliza's address, and Guliza lives on Park East Street and 10 Park East Street, and she is in San Francisco. Like this, right? I think. Yeah. See, now if you look at it, the keys are same for all of these different maps, but they're different maps themselves each. Street name, street number, city. And then now I have the address book. That's where things are gonna get interesting, because watch, address book dot put, and the key now is gonna be Joe, and the address is Joe address data. This one is gonna be El Nura and El Nura address data. And I'm gonna have the third one as Guliza address data. So map inside the map. So what I mean by this is, please at home practice map, because this And I can have more layers of nested maps in here too if I want to. But don't worry, like people don't want to keep it that complicated because it's going to be hard to read. But this is the max you need to learn. Okay? But don't worry about this right now. Just try to understand the simple map where we created this top one, yeah? School and years. Hey, Sadiq. Baby steps. Let's understand how this thing works first. And then in the next class, you guys will understand how to loop over the maps. And as I mentioned, the keys are unique. That's like set selection, right? So if the keys are unique, can I store the keys in a set? So there's a method called key set, which gets all the keys from the map and stores it in a set. You see how they're associated? So try to understand maps and how they work. I don't care what you guys will do over the weekend, whenever you get a chance, while you are waiting for your customer, doing, Uber or taxi, while you are doing delivery, you are waiting for order, try to watch on YouTube maps, because maps is going to be one of the best friends when it comes to both problem solving during interviews and at work, in real work. I am using it today. I have used it in my previous company, used in my previous company. You will use maps all the time. And every single interview will ask maps. Meaning, if you know maps, interviews are gonna be like piece of cake, trust me. But you have to understand the concept, yeah? Logic. All right, thank you very much, guys. No questions?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Upload everything. Thank you. Bye.